Take Dylan Thornton tonight in the 30-18.
Leave me the hanging fruit. I'll take Neville. He was quick in the heat races. We'll see if he can do like Ricky Thornton did and find that broom and go clean sweep on the night. Is Trevor Neville, the wild child, up there to the race lead. Here comes the 36 machine of Kenny Wallace. Trent Young to the number 3 spot. Dylan Thornton going to walk the dinosaur up on the top side, find some action traction. The mods will search around. They will go top to bottom. Look at Dylan Thornton, wants to lock himself in. He'll run her to the top. Oh, bones down through the infield. He'll clear the racers. Now Tom Berry, Chris Steffens, they get theirs, Kyle Steffens, they get together. And we have got a melee, and the caution light is on. Bone Larson headstrong into traffic.
Bone Larson probably happy to see that yellow, Jerry.
Brings it to the octane restart zone. The green's up. It will race them on down into turn number 1. Neville, Young, Wallace. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski, a multiple time and 2 division IMCA national champion and modified in a stock car, going around Dylan Thornton on the outside. Kenny Wallace is in the final transfer spot. Trent Young goes high and wide, gets into the creep. We'll watch him down into turn number 3 and 4. Neville, your race leader. It's going to be Young on the outside. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski into the 4th spot, as it is at 36 of Kenny Wallace hanging tight in 3rd down on the K-rail. Trevor Neville right there. Now you see Young still going to the top along with Grabowski. The 3018 of Thornton and the B1 of Larson. Working on down and around. Now watch, here comes Tanner Mullins in the 0-2. Mullins down around the bottom, creeping and crawling. Is in his top and bottom, and it'll rain right in the middle. Neville and Young, 1 and 2. Grabowski to 3rd now. Grabowski in the show as he goes to the number 3 spot, putting Wallace 1 out, looking in. They'll tiptoe off of turn number 4 off the top of the racetrack down into turn number 1. It's still Neville right there with Young, the 30 of Grabowski. That's your top 3. And man, Trent Young, taking a look at Trevor Neville as they work him off of turn number 4. Here comes Grabowski. Grabowski served up a crave case on Trent Young. Young is going to fight back on the bottom of the racetrack as they'll work him down into turn number 3 and 4. Grabowski going to have to cross it on over. Kenny Wallace, look out, Bone Larson hard into the back straightaway wall. We are under the Coltman Farms Racing caution. Bumper to bumper. Young on the outside, the green flag in the octane restart zone comes up, and we will go racing into turn number 1. It will be Neville, your race leader. Grabowski, Young, now Wallace and Thornton side by side. Field to motate down into turn number 3 and 4. Grabowski going to try to slide it on up. Young going to try to drive on around. They'll squeeze each other at the wall. Here comes Wallace and Thornton. Battle on for the transfer. Time to get elbows up. It's winter to wear it time. You got to get to that number 3 spot. Young coming back to the inside of Grabowski. To the outside is Thornton. To the inside is Wallace. They'll work down into turn number 1 and 2. This time, 2 to go for Trevor Neville, your race leader. 2 distinct different lines. She's around the bottom in 1 and 2 and around the top in 3 and 4. White flag this time for the 777s. Out front, Trevor Neville. Gonna work him on down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag. Friday night prelim winner is the wild child of the twin checkers, Grabowski, and dilly tried, but it's gonna be the 10Y of Trent Young.